Ariel Helwani post-fight at UFC 201 alongside the brand new UFC welterweight champion, Tyron Woodley. Congratulations, Tyron.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We talked on Thursday about how it would feel having the belt around your waist. Does it match your thoughts? Does it match what Anthony Pettis said?
Man, it hasn't sunk in yet, and I asked him, and he told me he felt like he was a man. It was in Milwaukee, it was in his hometown. I always wanted to know what it felt like, and I looked back and I told Dana, I said, since I was 18 or 19 years old watching this sport, I envisioned you wrapping that belt around me, so don't send nobody else up here. He said, no, I'm gonna wrap it around you. But I don't know, man. It hasn't sunk in yet. I knew that I would be in this moment. I think part of it is the expectation. I expected to be the champion, and I trained in that manner. So I'm not really surprised that I won the fight. So I guess that could play into the part of me not maybe jumping on the cage and going crazy. But, I never came here to lose.
What about the finish? Yeah. Did you expect to finish him that quickly?
I expected to finish him. Something just came over me and said, Tyron, you're going to get this done. I even told my cornerman, I said, get some bottles of water for in between rounds, and I said round singular. I said we're not going more than a few rounds. So I don't know. I didn't see a chink in his armor. I just felt, man, I get these feelings and these vibes, and they just always are right. Is
it a little bittersweet considering you have so much respect for Robbie?
Yeah, as you heard on the interview, I didn't really throw it all in his face and go all crazy with it. I just had to envision him as a headless man with a silhouette and a belt around his waist, and that was the only way I was able to go out there and perform and fight against him. I respect him. My kids like him. My wife likes him. So, had all those emotions in my mind, I wouldn't have been able to go out there and do what I did today.
You threw out Nick Diaz, Georges St-Pierre, no Wonder Boy, no Welter Whiners. What's the perfect scenario for you? What do you exactly want?
The perfect scenario for me is being a champion is the first step, and I'm at that point. Now I want to reign over the division, and I want to go out there. It's money in the sport now. It's a lot of eyeballs in the sport. We didn't sell for $4 billion for nothing. People see something in it. So I want to go out there and I want to start providing for my family and leaving a legacy behind. So I think guys like Nick Diaz, I was always envisioning him in Strikeforce, and I feel like he's put enough butts in seats and sold enough pay-per-views where if his brother's fighting on that card and he's going to make a huge payday, why shouldn't he be on the same card fighting the payday? So I would love to get him an opportunity to make that money. And also Georges St-Pierre is the #1 welterweight of all times. You can't say you're the best in the world and you've never fought him before. So if that happened, that would be a huge honor. It's no disrespect to these guys. They both know I respect them. I talked to George a couple days ago, and he told me, believe in yourself, you can do it. So it's a sport to me, and I'm a competitor, and these are the best athletes in my opinion.
Last question. 6 years ago, this past May, we spoke for the first time in St. Louis. You were a little bummed that you weren't on that card. Yeah. You were about to fight Nathan Coy the following week. You were just on the challengers, the prelims, Strikeforce prelims, but you said, God has bigger plans for me. One day I will be on a big stage, I'll be winning belts. At what point did you believe that this was attainable? Was it from day one? Was it when you got to the UFC? Was it your Missouri days? When did you believe that this was going to become a reality?
When I got into this sport, it was too hard of a sport not to be chasing for gold. So I always felt in my mind that I would be the champion. It was sometimes throughout my career where I was like, man, I know I got the tools. Why wouldn't I let go? I talked to Pat Miletich. She said, just let the chains go. You're the best athlete in the sport. And it takes guys telling you that training. And one day it just clicked, and I said, you know what? I'm the best welterweight in the world. And that's why my whole presser was that one line, I'm the best welterweight in the world, because at that moment it really sunk in that I possess the best tools, I'm the fastest, I have the power, I have the aggression, I got the mindset, and I can play the chess game well. So when that clicked in, I just really felt confident that I was going to win this fight.
Congrats, Tyron. Enjoy it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.